A sea of camps. Millions of people uprooted from their homes. Hunger and poverty on the rise. Daily struggle for survival. This is the picture of Syria today. The story from the beginning, 2011. It all started with a peaceful popular movement. Then it turned into an armed conflict. The suffering of the Syrian people is not yet fully understood, but signs of a humanitarian crisis in Syria. The world has yet to see our beginning to appear on the horizon. 5 years after, many cities were destroyed. Homs, Damascus countryside, Aleppo, and many more. Siege, hunger, shelling, destruction, flight, and shelterlessness. The number of people being uprooted is on the rise, while facing lack of resources and the degradation of any basis of life. By the end of the year, the number of internally displaced people reaches 6.5 million. 4 out of 5 Syrians are now living in poverty. 13.5 million people are in need of a humanitarian assistance and protection. 1 in 3 people are unable to meet their basic food needs for survival. 2.4 million people are in need of shelter. 1 in 4 schools are damaged, destroyed, or occupied. 1.2 million houses were damaged, and 3,030 camps and collective shelters are now the new homes of millions of Syrians. Today, after intense bombing and hostilities east in 2020, the scale of the humanitarian tragedy in the northwest of Syria began to unfold. Olive branches and caves turned into homes for the displaced, and the brutal winter makeshift camps emerged overnight. Hundreds of thousands of children deprived of their education, families left without food, shelter, and protection from the cold. The number of displaced people reaches 6.7 million. Almost 90% of all Syrians live in poverty. 5.9 million people are in need of shelter. 1 out of 3 children has dropped out of schools. 12.4 million people don't have enough to eat. Almost 1,200 camps now exist in northwest Syria alone. 13.4 million people are in need of a humanitarian assistance and protection. 10 years later, the number of people who do not have enough to eat has never been higher, and millions of Syrians are resorting to desperate measures to survive.